But anyway, this morning while I was touching a while ago, getting all excited, it's about a small number. You know, that's what we're talking about today, a small number. What it means, what it means, what it means, what it means. How strong is a small number? What we're going at today is in Judges chapter 6, verse 36 through 40. Then we're going to go down to chapter 7, verse 1 through 7. But I'll give you a little touch on it here. This is back in the Old Testament, y'all know here, and it was when the Jewish people, Israel, they was with God. Well, as the story goes on, they'd come to know Him and get away from Him. Come to know Him, get away from Him. Well, at this time, they had got away from the Lord. They had got away from Him, and countries around them overtook them, captured them, took everything they had. Here it was, it came up on them. It said it destroyed everything they had, took their cows, took everything, their crops, got rid of everything. Just because they disobeyed what the Lord wanted them to do.
Amen.
Then it goes on. It was a little remnant in that bunch. We'll talk about them remnants. It was a little bit in that bunch, right there in Israel, that cried out to the Lord. And so many times it was some that cried out to Him. God heard them, and Moses to come in to the picture, right on down the line, but right here it was, they got took over. And with their crops gone, they were starving and everything else, they was in captivity. Right? They started crying out. And this story, if you go, it's a man like what goes on here. God went to a family and He chose the least. How many times did He choose the least? Over and over again. King David, what? He went to that family and that daddy of the bunch had big strong boys. He had all these boys, and he said, "No, Lord said, I want that little puny one. Little bitty old little one. It's up yonder guarding the sheep. That's what I want." So here it goes. Into this, God chose him, the least. He was a God-fearing man. He loved the Lord. God chose him. Said, "I want you to go take this place over. I want you to go fight this battle." And that right there, whoa, that scared him, because it says it was an awesome army that come up against them and people. Then where'd we go? We're going to come up here, Beverly is, and we'll talk about what I've talked about before. People, y'all young ones, it works.
Amen.
It works. It talks about God says put out a fleece. It works. It works. But you got to believe it. You got to know it. You got to believe this thing. It works. It worked then and it works now. I know from personal experience. It works. It works. I know. I've done it myself. She's done it. It works. It never will ever stop working. To the end. Then we won't need it no more.
Amen.
All right. Hang on to it. We'll start here in Judges chapter 6, verse 30. Whoa! Verse 36 to 40.
Judges chapter 6, verse 36 says, "And Gideon said unto God," and this is after God had done sent an angel of the Lord to Gideon to tell him He wanted him to deliver the people of Israel out of the hands of the Amalekites and the Amorites, and it says the children from the east. Said, and Gideon said unto God, if thou wilt save Israel by mine hand, as thou hast said, behold, I will put a fleece out of wool in the floor, and if the dew be on the fleece only, and it be dry upon all the earth beside, then shall I know that thou wilt save Israel by mine hand, as thou hast said. And it was so, for he rose up early on the morrow, and thrust the fleece together, and wringed the dew out of the fleece, a bowl full of water. And Gideon said unto God, let not thine anger be hot against me, and I will speak but this once. Let me prove, I pray thee, but this once with the fleece. Let it now be dry only upon the fleece, and upon all the ground let there be dew. And God did so that night, for it was dry upon the fleece only, and there was dew on all the ground.
You see, he is no more than we are, I am, everybody here, and everybody in the world. He's no better person. He had his doubts. He had his doubts. You know, I get sometimes all the time myself, some things I start doubting, but I don't need to.
Amen.
So by doubting, he put out that fleece. You know, Lord, if you really mean this thing, hey, you want me to go against a whole bunch of people, oh, big old army. You want me to do this? Really? I always try to place myself in things, you know, and situations. Yeah, it's good for all of us. You just sit back and put yourself in the sort of those shoes and what went on. I like doing that because you just relive what you just read and so many stories. But here it is. He done that. He put the faith in God through what he was doing there. He was nervous about it. And God done exactly what he done for him. See? He showed him, all right, old boy, here it is. That didn't mean he wasn't a little nervous, a whole lot nervous afterwards, because his old self showed back up. But he knew God was all in it.
Amen.
And what he was going to do. And we're going to go on here into this. Down in Beverly's gone. Let me get a slug of this water. I'm getting dry as a chip. Almost like last year's bird nest. Before I can't hardly talk.
Judges chapter 7 starting in verse 1 says, Then Jerubbaal, who is Gideon, and all the people that were with him rose up early and pitched beside the well of Harod, so that the host of the Midianites were on the north side of them by the hill of Moreh in the valley. And the Lord said unto Gideon, The people that are with thee are too many for me to give the Midianites into their hands, lest Israel vaunt themselves against me, saying, Mine own hand hath saved me. In other words, God didn't want the Israelites to think they did it. He wanted to know who did it.
He wanted the glory.
Now therefore go to proclaim in the ears of the people, saying, Whosoever is fearful and afraid, let him return and depart early from Mount Gilead. And there returned to the people 22,000, and there remained 10,000.
See, there goes 20,000. 22,000. It got scared. God didn't want them scared ones. You know, hey, my lens, his army got cut real quick right there. Whoa! Can't you imagine? Here he is, Gideon, and there they go, big old cloud of dust. What was going through his mind? What's going through his mind? Hey, that ain't nothing. Let's go on.
So verse 4 said, And the Lord said unto Gideon, The people are yet too many. Bring them down unto the water, and I will try them for thee there. And it shall be that of whom I say unto thee, This shall go with thee, the same shall go with thee. And of whomsoever I say unto thee, This shall not go with thee, the same shall not go. So he brought down the people unto the water, and the Lord said unto Gideon, Every one that lappeth of the water with his tongue as a dog lappeth, him shalt thou set by himself. Likewise every one that boweth down upon his knees to drink. And the number of them that lapped, putting their hand to their mouth, were 300 men. But all the rest of the people bowed down upon their knees to drink water. And the Lord said unto Gideon, By the 300 men that lapped will I save you, and deliver the Midianites unto thine hand. And let all the other people go every man unto his place.
Now look at there. Look how many lost right off the bat. 22. And then here he is, he done lost the others. And here he is, ended up with 300. Can't you imagine? He's thinking, they just leaving here right and left, and here he is thinking, Lord, what's going on? Here they all gone, and you saying these right here are going to be my main men, 300. And you just look, here's a little group, 300. And you about had a whole hillside.
32,000.
Oh yeah.
That's less, he kept less than 1%. We figured
Yeah.
you done the math earlier.
Yeah, 1%. All God left him with. And you know, we was thinking this morning, y'all, at the people in this world, or in this country, it's about 1% of Christian people that really knows God. If you help them, hey, come right down to it. You know, we seen a lot of people down there at Carnival blowing horns. Me and her sort of Googled it. You know how many people that thinking they live in, well, they got a sort of a number, Kernersville? 50,000 right now. But see, the number, that's like we talked about, God said to be a remnant. See? See what I'm talking about? All these big cities, you know, for years they called that one out there Sin City. All these big cities, they got casinos, and we seen before it was whole, how many thousand? 20-some thousand, one of them. With, you know, beds, and people would go there just to gamble and raise sand. But that's everywhere. One little 1%. And here it is before, like we talked about, and I go a little ahead of myself when we were talking about Gideon, God told him that army that they was going up against Amy. If you go in there and read the story, he said the ones they was coming up on, said they looked like locusts or grasshoppers laying in the valleys. It said the camels was unnumberable, was with them. They said the people was a number of the sand of the sea.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's what it said in the Word. Hey man, that's a big army of people. Can't you imagine Gideon? Wow, he knew what was there. He said, Lord, hey, we get nervous sometimes. Uh-oh, what's coming upon us? Here he looked, and they were down there in that valley. My land looked like a sea. Had that whole valley. And they took over everything, destroyed everything of his people. Don't you know he was a little nervous? Like we get sometimes about things. But what did he do? He cried out on the Lord. I can imagine him say, Lord, I'm very nervous about this. Should you give me 300? How am I going to fight the battle? That story goes on. He gets to a place to reassure him. Just like God reassures us if we'll let him. He went down to a place and a man had a dream and he told him about it. And God reassured him through that dream, talked to him, and told him it's going to be all right. More or less told him it's going to be all right, to calm him down. Get him calmed down. Told him, and God spoke to him again, told him, so that's what I want you to do. And this is the thing about it. Don't you know Gideon really got nervous when, and you can read this for yourself. Hey, God said, I want you to take, ain't got nothing. Give them all a bugle. Ain't got no big sword, no big battle weapon. He said, I want you to give them a little trumpet. And then I want you to give them a little glass thing with a lamp in it, or a little candle. And when it gets time, I want you to let them bust that. Can't you imagine his face just dropped down? Lord, there you are. You cut me down to 32,000, all the way down to 300. Now you don't even want to have a sword. Not even nothing, no sword, no gun. And back into the house, no nothing. No bow and arrow. Not even a little spear. Nothing. Can't you imagine? Whoa! And we think about what we come up against today. I was talking about a while ago, what we're coming up against today. Look what he just come. Wow! Man, heart fell out. But he still, the Lord just showed me the fleece. You told me the dream. And you come to me, told me it's going to be all right. Lord, I'm counting on you. That little 300. I ain't got no sword, ain't got nothing. But see, God knows, like he does all the time. He told him, you keep the faith. You keep your faith. I'll bring them to you. I'll make it work. You just believe in me. Talk to them old boys. Can't you imagine those 300 that was out there? And he told them old boys, hey boys, you can't carry nothing but this little bugle. You know, boy, when I tell you, you got that little bugle, bust a little glass, and you got that little light. Ain't you know they said, well, we're going to die. We're going down there so we can shine the light so they know where the sword sticks. It's stuff that goes through the mind.
Right.
It's like it goes through our mind, all of us. We all human. Them old boys was human. They wasn't no big something angel of heaven. They was human.
Amen.
They took God with them, but they was human. How would you like to know that? The Lord said, all right, here's your little bugle. Here's your little bugle. Here's your light. And you look down there and it's a sea. They said that, what did I say? God said it was a number like the sand.
They couldn't be nothing.
Of the sea. Down there. And here you are. Little bugle. And a little light. See, that's the thing I'm trying to tell y'all today. We have to keep faith. Here was a little bitty number. Just a little bitty number. A little bitty remnant. We're talking about. And sometimes we feel like we ain't nothing now. But hey, as long as you know Jesus, you know everything. You got everything with you. You part of that little remnant we're talking about. You got part of that little bitty remnant. You on them, hey, you ain't got no big battleship to shoot and do your tough ways for you, but you got the Lord.
Amen.
See, they was carrying him. They might have been afraid of what was going to happen. Whoa! They might have been afraid like we do. We get afraid sometimes what's going to happen. What was going to happen. What might happen to our family. But if we hang on that little bit of remnant. Amen. If we hang on that little remnant. Like them old boys. Ain't you imagine? Put yourself in there. I've been there. I got all scared myself thinking about it. Just thinking about what they went through. I'm telling you, here it was. God gave him instruction, and he did. Gideon said, all right, we're taking my men, 100 down here. Won't you put 100 over on that mountain, y'all? 100 over on that mountain. And when I blow my bugle, mine. He didn't have one too. Oh yeah, I can't imagine. The Lord at least had me a sword. Hey, I'm leading them. At least give me a weapon. The Lord said, yeah, you get a bugle like the rest of them old boys. Come on. Here it was. He said, okay. He took his men. Those over here and those over there. And God said, I'll let you know. See, it's like God always does. If we just listen. That's the world today, and people, Christian people today, they don't want to listen. But when God gives the word, he blew that bugle on him, other boy, blew the bugle, and he said, bust that glass. Now see, if you put yourself and read it, when he busted that glass, it shattered it. And by shattering it, it looked like thousands of lights. It was coming down that mountain. They was blowing the bugles. And they didn't know what force was coming from all directions. He was already down there. It said thousands and thousands. How many thousands just left right off the bat? Some killed herself. Because can you imagine the troops laying there sleeping, a bunch of them, they laying there drunk and everything else. And here it was, battle coming up. Here they grabbing swords, running out the door, and everybody running chaos. That many people? How many got run over by camels? Said the camels was no number. And the stuff they had. They fled. God parted them like parting the sea.
Amen.
They were so scared. And the ones that stayed, that God made a way that he got rid of the ones, the old paddens that was there. He Gideon put out the word, go send messengers. And see, he had people then said, oh man, he's fighting for our country. He's fighting. Here's a little bitty army, and God got the glory. That's what God wanted, that little number to get the glory. He said a big number, come in there, they wouldn't think nothing about it. But when he said he brought a little 300 in there and done away with them. But see what God can do with a little bitty number. That's what he's telling us today. Y'all, we feel like we ain't nothing. Ain't but a few of us. But we can do mighty things. See, but we have to get it in here. I know it's scary. I know it's a scary thing to think about, like what's going on today in the world. It's scary. You get worried about it. Worried about your families. Worried about things out here. That's normal. He was worried. The boys that was with him were worried. To watch your friends, your army, just leave you. Send them off on the way. Sometimes our heart will fall out. But see, we got somebody to count on.
Amen.
We got somebody we can call on to keep that light a shining, to keep that bugle blowing for us. That's what we have to do, y'all. We have to, as a remnant. That's why it meant so much to that police officer yesterday, that he seen a little remnant carrying the cross for God, Jesus, that might help somebody. See, that's the thing about it. Us being a praying and stuff, people we run across not throw doom and gloom on. Talk about, hey, I know somebody that can take and help you get through everything. Tell them about it. Tell them something. Tell them the story right here. Say, hey, let's go in there. Judge it and find out. Read this story. How God is. And see, y'all, it's, people get with me, just get me. Well, they say, the old saying, just grab a hold of my crawl. A lot of things, a lot of these sayings. That they think stuff in the Old Testament. But God done the same thing, repeated himself in the New Testament. See? The stories that, that we went through and so many things, all the great stuff that Jesus come back and told you the same great stuff. He just got deeper detail in it, and so many things. He come and made it easier for so many things. But all of them was human people. They had the same heart you got. might not be the same. It's had heart, had the skin, had the fear and stuff. So that's the thing about it, y'all. We don't need to give up. Don't give up, don't give out. Just know that the one up there that's got the light and the trumpet, he's going to lead us through no matter what. The bad times, the stuff that troubles us, the people out here that's sick, things. Keep blowing that trumpet.
Amen.
God give it to us. Let's keep blowing it. Hollering on Him. That we be that little remnant that He's going to stay, and it might be the day. Come up here. You know, I was sitting up there the other day, this week, first of the week, waiting on brother, youngest brother up there at the church in King where our family's buried. Our daddy and mama, like I said, the daddy come to know the Lord there about a month or something before he died. And cancer eat him up. And mama died with aneurysm in 1960. But he died in 70. Anyway, I was sitting squatted down between the graves, you know, and we got older brothers said, well, ain't nothing there. But there's something there. There's something there. I was thinking right then, Steve, if it was come down and Jesus up there, He said the trumpet would blow. See, there's another trumpet going to blow. He said when the trumpet blows, the dead shall rise. My land, I'd been right there. And then Mom, poof, out of the grave, He said, and blinking eye, I'd go on up there with him. I'll be right behind him. You know. That's the thing about it. He said the dead shall rise out of the ground.
Amen.
We'll meet them in the sky. So, anyway, I was thinking about that sitting up there. I think about so many things. The main thing I think about, one thing about Jesus Christ. That's the whole thing and all that stuff. Let your light be shining. Sometimes we have to bust that lens. Like sometimes we have to bust it a lot get to see that light, because you know a lot of us that light gets real dim. Man, that little candle gets burnt down. We have to revive it. Throw a little lamp oil or something in there. You know, that's all you used to have for the light. Putting no little lantern, lamp oil stuff. But anyway, so y'all remember, a small little number means a whole lot. Even if it's by yourself, it means a whole lot. That's a small number. Any number. Understand what I'm talking about? Huh? I ain't the one I'm going to tell you what God says. And that's awesome. 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 Let's get Beverly up here. I'm going to sing us a song, y'all. Remember about that small number. How great it is that we know Jesus Christ and do all, take care of every battle we have in our life.